Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Georgia and today I'm going to be watching season 4 episode 7 of Supernatural. If you want access to my uncut reactions, the link to the Patreon page will be in the description below. Last episode was really funny. Dean was scared of everything, which is such a different vibe to what we're used to from him. He's the fearless Dean who supposedly isn't scared of anything. So to see that juxtaposition in him being openly fearful of everything he encountered was so hilarious. And Sam was done with him by the end of it. He just couldn't be bothered anymore. The cat moment was priceless. My favourite scene. Oh my god, I can still hear the shriek in my head. Such a good way to do a Monster of the Week. I think the Monster of the Weeks are always more interesting when something happens to one of the boys. And it was better that it happened to Dean because I feel like Dean is going to have a lot more doom and gloom this season than Sam. So like to have him, or to have Jensen act comically for an episode was probably a nice break for him, because I think there'll be a lot of tough scenes coming up now with the revelation that Dean has remembered hell all this time. It was 40 years long for him and he remembers everything. Even though he's been lying and saying that he doesn't, he does remember. So his nightmares are probably more consistent than I thought. He probably has them every night, reliving hell, and oh my god, I can't believe it. I can't believe I thought this show was going to let him have a break and forget hell. I was like, oh my god, wow, Castiel, yes. But no, he remembers it, and I wonder how long it's going to take before Sam finds out about that.
Remember last year? We ran out at 6:30.
That's just one piece.
You can have as much as you want after Halloween.
Is he gonna choke on it? Oh my god, what? Oh! What is that, a razor blade? Oh my god. Why? Oh.
Now, how many razor blades did they find?
2 on the floor, 1 in his stomach, and
Hope she's not still planning to give those to the children.
you hear urban legends about this stuff, but it actually happens.
More than you might imagine.
Is that an urban legend? Oh, the witches are back.
Anyone who might have held a grudge against him?
What do you mean?
Co-workers, neighbors.
Are you suggesting an affair?
Is it possible?
No!
What is that?
Really?
Yeah, didn't put you on candy, huh?
That is the charred metacarpal bone of a newborn baby.
Oh.
Find anything on the victim?
This Luke Wallace, he was so vanilla that he made vanilla seem spicy.
Is there a chance that it could be Lilith?
So, you guys going to the mausoleum party tomorrow night?
Are you gonna be there?
It's gonna be rad. I'm gonna get so baked.
Oh my god, that was the most 2000s American thing I've ever heard. Oh my god. A drowning as well?
Wow. She can really hold her breath.
Oh my god, help her.
Jenny?
Oh, her face is all red. It's got really hot. Is that steam coming out? Oh! That's worse than I thought. Oh my god, she wasn't just drowning, she drowned in boiling water. That's horrendous.
I got this one.
Dean,
words.
she's probably underage. That's disgusting.
I would never.
Who's Luke Wallace?
He died yesterday.
I don't know who that is.
Telling you, both of these Vicks are squeaky clean. There's no reason for a wicked bitch.
Vicks.
Maybe because it's not about that. This witch is summoning a demon, and not just any demon. Sam Hain.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be Lucifer.
And it was Sam Hain's night. I mean, masks were put on to hide from him, sweets left on doorsteps to appease him. He was exorcised centuries ago.
So even though Sam Hain took a trip downstairs, the tradition stuck.
He's raised. Sam Hain can do some raising of his own.
Raising what exactly?
Dark, evil crap, and lots of it.
Still eating the candy. It could be you next, you never know. Oh, oh my god!
Son of a bitch.
Our apple bobbing cheerleader
She said she'd
Crazy.
never heard of that name.
The Wallace's babysitter.
did some digging. Apparently, she got into a violent altercation with one of her teachers. Got suspended from school. Bring back memories?
What do you mean?
From hell?
Being a teenager, all that angst.
Ah, he doesn't know how much he's suffered.
If Principal Murrow hadn't walked by when he did, Tracy would have clawed my eyes out.
Why?
Wow.
I was only trying to rap with her about her work. It had gotten inappropriate and disturbing. Detailed images of killings, gory, primitive.
Wow, she wasn't private about it.
Friends don't know where she is. It's like the bitch hopped the broomstick.
She'll be making the third sacrifice any time.
Yes, thank you, Sam. This is a motel,
It's very early of you to be trick-or-treating as
so
well.
we don't have any candy.
No, we have a ton, and the,
We did, but it's gone.
Oh my god. Oh!
Sam, wait! It's Castiel. The angel.
Oh yeah, he's never seen him. Oh.
Hello, Sam.
An angel! You believe in angels?
I didn't mean to, sorry.
Oh.
It's an honor. Really, I've heard a lot about you.
And you.
He's so
Sam
dead
Winchester,
fan.
Boy with the demon blood.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Glad
that.
to hear you've ceased your extracurricular activities. Apparently, the witch knows who you are, too. This was...
Okay,
inside
well
the
at least you
walls
stepped
of
in to help. I was thinking, if you know all about this, why don't you do anything?
We're working on it.
That's unfortunate. Raising of Sam Hain is one of the 66 seals.
So this is about your buddy Lucy.
Ah,
Lucifer is no friend of ours.
this man's
Just an
voice
expression.
is insane.
This is Uriel. He's what you might call a specialist. Both of you need to leave this town immediately.
Why?
Because we're about to destroy it.
You're gonna kill everyone in the town?
We're out of time. This witch has to die. The seal must be saved.
There are 1,000 people here.
I understand this is regrettable.
Regrettable.
We have to hold the line.
So angels have pretty loose
Lives of
morals
1,000.
too.
There's a bigger picture here.
Right. Because, you're bigger picture kind of guys.
Lucifer cannot rise.
It's like the whole Juice and Bellow thing again, isn't it?
Your seal won't be broken, and no one has to die.
We're wasting time with these mud monkeys.
I'm sorry. But we have our orders.
No, you can't do this. You're angels.
I think you can tell that Castiel doesn't agree.
We have no choice.
Of course you have a choice. I mean, come on, what, you've never questioned a crap order, huh?
Have faith. The plan is just.
How could you even say that?
Because it comes from heaven. When your father gave you an order, didn't you obey?
Well then.
But if you're gonna smite this whole town, then you're gonna have to smite us with it, because we are not leaving. So you went to the trouble of busting me out of hell. I figure I'm worth something to the man upstairs.
He is his own bargaining
Go
chip
ahead.
now.
We will find that witch, and we will stop the summoning.
God, imagine if they disobey God for Dean.
Enough.
Enough!
I suggest you move quickly.
He's bending the rules.
I thought they'd be different.
Oh, the angels?
Yeah.
Well, I tried to tell you.
I mean, I thought they'd be righteous.
So did I. I have a feeling that angels are gonna have grey areas, the same with demons.
I mean, this
Not
is
everything
God
is black and white.
and heaven, and this is what I've been praying to.
Look, man, I know you're into the whole God thing. Well, you gonna figure out a way to find this witch, or you just gonna sit there fingering your bone?
You know how much heat it would take to char a bone like this, Dean?
Oh, the kiln.
So Tracy used the kiln to char the bone? What's the big deal?
Dean, that hex bag turned up in our room, not after we talked to Tracy.
After we talked to the teacher.
Oh my God, those are all from children.
How are they getting these? Oh my god, and it's Halloween tonight.
Blow this insignificant pinprick off the map.
You know our true orders. Are you prepared to disobey?
Wait, what are their true orders then? I thought their true order was to blow up the town. She's getting all the blame and it's him. Ew. Wow.
That sick son of a bitch! I mean, did you see what he was doing? Did
He's
you hear him?
smiling even though he's dead.
How sloppy his incantation was?
Oh my god, it's both of
My brother
them.
always was little.
They're siblings! Why was he waving his knife over her chest? Ew.
Spell work's a two-man job, you understand? So for 600 years, I had to deal with that pompous son of a bitch.
What are you doing? Just follow my lead.
What is that? Ew.
My love.
You've aged.
Speak for yourself. Whoa.
Whore.
Are they pretending they're dead? It's got some very skewed vision there.
People used to wear masks to hide from him,
Right.
so I gave it a shot.
Yuck.
You gave it a shot?
It worked, didn't it?
So this demon's pretty powerful. Yeah. Might take more than the usual weapons.
Oh, you want to use your powers again?
Sam, no, you're not using your psychic whatever.
But
Don't even think about it. Ruby's knife is enough. It's like playing with fire.
Is there even a guarantee that you could do it with a demon this
Please.
powerful? I don't know, I'm so anti him doing it now. And like, especially with this Uriel guy, I think he'd kill him in a shot. Oh my god, how terrifying. Why are you having a party in a crypt, actually? You weirdos.
Bring it on, Stinky.
Yeah. That demon ray gun stuff doesn't work on me.
That's so OP. Oh no, he's doing it. He's doing it. I thought he would. Well, as soon as he went off on his own, I was like, oh, he's gonna use it and Dean will never know. Oh, caught in the act. Again. Ah. Oh, don't kill yourself for this though. Wow. The originator of Halloween just died by his hands. Oh my god, what are the angels gonna think? I'm scared.
You were told not to use your abilities.
And what was I supposed to do? That demon would have killed me and my brother and everyone.
You were told not to.
You are dicks.
The only reason you're still alive, Sam Winchester, is because you've been useful. Ask Dean what he remembers from hell.
You shit terror.
Our orders were not to stop the summoning of Sam Hain. They were to do whatever you told us to do.
Your orders were to follow.
God loves Dean.
It was a test.
Who's a witch? Not the Ted offensive.
I'm glad he got the joke, I don't get it.
We had to do it all over again. I'd make the same call.
You always try and save as many people as you
See,
can.
I don't know what's gonna happen when these seals are broken. Hell, I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. These kids, the swings, the trees, all of it is still here because of my brother and me.
I was praying that you would choose to save the town.
Yes!
You were.
Yes, it was written all over his face. You could see how much he was struggling with it.
Even though you stopped Sam Hain, the seal was broken.
Oh,
We
because he
are
was
one step
freed.
closer to hell
Oh,
on earth for all
no.
creation. Now that's not an expression, Dean. It's literal.
Okay, yeah, he did fail the test.
I have questions. I have doubts. I don't know what is right and what is wrong anymore. Whether you passed or failed here, don't envy the weight that's on your shoulders, Dean.
I really like him. This episode has expanded my view on the angels a little bit. Same as it's done with Sam now that he's met them. We saw the polaring sides between Uriel and Castiel. Do all their names end in EL? The polarizing views, like Uriel was so adamant on blowing up the town and killing innocent people in order to get rid of the witches, because there was two. Whereas Castiel, he was acting like he was on that side, but you could tell that he didn't agree with it. I feel like the actor did a good job of showing that he was struggling in that moment, that he didn't believe it, and he looked affected by what Dean said when he said, oh, do you just follow orders? Although the clapback was really good when he said, when your father gave you orders, did you follow them? Like, that is so true. But Castiel did look like that struck him, and you can tell he definitely did question the order, or the order, because it wasn't actually the order. And I feel like these angels, like, we just assume angels are good because that's all we've ever heard of in the real world, and you just assume that based on like heaven being paradise and everything. But I have a feeling that angels are also going to be very morally grey, perhaps not as bad as demons, but like on the same level, because like angels have the mentality of wanting to eradicate the demons and the bad things, but they are also willing to kill innocent people in the process. They have the mentality of save the many, not the few, but there's still killing innocent people when there is a chance that they could try and not kill anyone, as Sam and Dean tried to do. And although they did, yeah, as Castiel said, I don't really know whether you won or lost, because I was about to say, even though they did win by getting rid of Sam Hain, it comes at a cost because Sam used his powers, which I was so pro powers before, but now I'm not, because I'm scared of where it's going to lead with all these warnings now that he's using them. And I said at the end of Metamorphosis that I think he might get addicted to how he feels when it goes successfully, and he just did that to a like 600-year-old demon who is very, very powerful and had the ability to raise hell, and he just did that himself. Like, I feel like he will think he's invincible and able to do it to anything, and then there's gonna be a time when the darkness takes over, or like he's gonna die again because he's overexerting himself or something. I think it spells bad news, especially because of all the warnings. But even though they did get rid of Sam Hain and like they did the good thing, the seal was still broken. So Lilith is still making her way through those seals, and she's one step closer. Now, I'm forgetting a little bit about the seals thing. Is it that if they have to stop most of the seals, because the seals are obviously bad things, but so like say she opened 65 seals and they stopped the very last one, does that mean that Lucifer wouldn't be freed because they managed to stop one seal, or do they have to stop like a majority or something? It actually turned out to be quite an interesting episode. It started off, I was a bit like, you know, witches, we've only just had witches. Feels a bit soon to be having this again. Although it is quite funny actually, considering I was on about the teeth thingy, and I think that was in the last witch episode. But as soon as the angels came into it and they started giving orders, it became a lot more interesting because it had a lot more dilemmas in it than I expected. And oh my god, that scene of Dean catching Sam, using his powers, witnessing it. Pain. And I don't know where to side, because if Sam hadn't used it, they would have all been dead probably. And I think that's the only reason why Uriel hasn't killed him, or the angels haven't killed him, because that was the last ditch option in that scenario. If he continues using it regularly again, that's going to pose problems, and he's going to be on the risk of getting his P45 from Earth. The ending scene with Castiel and Dean was great. I really liked Castiel admitting that he questions things. Like, it's weird how their bond, they're not like friends in any sense, Castiel and Dean, but Castiel opens up to Dean more than you think, because I bet he hasn't ever voiced that to any other angels. Like, if he said that to another angel, he'd probably get snitched on and be like, oh my god, you're going against our father? How dare you? And then he'd be smited or something. So I guess he just wanted to get it off his chest, and Dean is the most available person for him to tell, because, you know, he's a human. He's not gonna tell any angels, and in fact Dean probably wants him to be questioning it because Dean questioned it himself. But it's funny how he felt comfortable enough to share that with Dean. But I like that he admitted it. He didn't just lie and say God's word is law, because he has like said that a few times, saying, Dean, you must follow these orders, you must do this, we all follow our Lord, trying to get Dean to believe. But then he did give his honest opinion and say he does doubt some of the things he says. He still loves his father and believes in him and follows him, but he does disagree with some of the things he does, and that's only nature. I was about to say human nature. That's only nature though, that people know, like you can't agree with someone's whole ideology. If all people followed the word of one person, that it would be chaos, because that's a dictatorship. And like, yeah, God is on a different level, but his whole following can't agree with everything he says, because everyone has their own opinions and morals, and it depends how much they're willing to bend those in order to completely go along with him. So I'm glad that Dean stuck his ground and said what he wanted to do, and I find it funny that the order was for them to follow whatever Dean wanted to do. God really is saving Dean, and it's so interesting. I want to meet God and know why Dean is like his favorite human being. Or like, I get it because Dean is helpful, but the fact that he's testing Dean in this way, it's like he wants him to be his backup or something. Like he wants Dean to be the next God. Like, I don't know if God can die, but it feels like he's working Dean up not just for the battle, but for something even higher than that. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching my reaction to season 4 episode 7 of Supernatural. If you want to watch my uncut reactions to Supernatural, the link to the Patreon page will be in the description below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for episode 8. Bye.